This is the one I think you've been looking forward to answering. Dino D. And this is me just writing this. We found a wrestler that doesn't like Dutch. Can you believe it? How dare them. James and Dutch, I was watching a shoot interview with the late Brickhouse Brown. Brickhouse Brown said that Dutch was the worst promoter that he ever worked for. Somehow. He claimed that he may have had a chance working for TNA since Dutch is gone. I would love to hear Dutch's side of the heat with him and Brickhouse Brown. Thanks. And I have no idea what this entails at all.
Well, Brickhouse never liked me. It's because I never used him in a good position. Because I didn't see anything Brickhouse Brown money-wise that would get me off that feeling. Brickhouse Brown, I know of 0 places where he's ever drawn a dime. Brickhouse got into the business by lying. He said he wrestled somewhere. Somebody used him and he got through a match somewhere. I don't know how. And then he got kind of trained somewhere. But Brickhouse had a great body. But the body doesn't mean that much if you have 0 personality. Brickhouse didn't have any personality. When he did an interview, he was just there. And when he got off the interview, you would say, what was that about? And I worked with him mostly in Mid-South, because in the Mid-South region of the United States, which takes in Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Arkansas, it's heavily Afro-American. That's why Junkyard Dog was so over there, because he got over with his own people. Brickhouse didn't even get over with them. So if he's not getting over with that's why he was used. Because we would go to, I don't know if it was Brickhouse, but I was in this Mississippi town, and I look out at the crowd, and it was 80-something% Afro-Americans, black people. You'd have to really search the crowd to find any white people. And at the time, I carried a bullwhip. Oh, my God.
This was the Snowman, was it?
It was the Snowman. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm saying it's a heavily Afro-American town. But I took the bullwhip to some of those same towns working with Brickhouse. But Brickhouse, he just had no personality. And even his own fans, the black fans that would normally support him more than anything else, they didn't really support him, because I never knew him to draw money, and I never disliked him. I just never was a friend to him. So, and I never knew that I was the worst promoter that he ever knew. I never knew I was a promoter. I always thought I was kind of a booker or just a regular talent. If I was a promoter, guess what? I would have never met him, because I wouldn't have booked him. So, but anyway, that's my feelings about Brickhouse. Brickhouse has passed away now. Rest in peace. And I was looking him up. You sent me this outline of the interview today, and I looked him up. And I read that it was reported that he died a week before he actually died. He died of, I think, testicular or prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer, yeah.
He died of that. And his mother came in there one day, and he looked dead. His eyes were rolled back in his head. His mouth was open. And they reported that he had passed away. And his mother called some people, and then while she was, and it's a mother's love for a son. I got that. She's crying, and all of a sudden she heard a voice, and it was Brickhouse's voice. Said, "Mom, I'm hungry," and he came back to life. and he lived another week. So maybe he got right with who he needed to get right with, or he got right with his mother. But don't let it be said that I disliked him. I just didn't. Very, very few people I did dislike. Brickhouse wasn't one of them. I just didn't like the way he worked, and I didn't have faith of him drawing money.